What's up, guys? We are here with interview number 1 with Mobhead.
Yo, what the fuck?
What's up, guys? We are here with Mobgoblin. This is
Yo.
interview number 1. How
Yo,
you
what's
doing?
up? I'm pretty good, not gonna lie, I'm doing good now that we started this whole interview account and shit. Real quick, what I'm gonna say is that this is gonna be me and Starry's new interview account called undergroundmusic4u. Reach out to us if you want an interview or something. But today, I'm getting interviewed.
Yes, sir. Also, all of our links will be in the description. Make sure to
Yes,
go
sir.
check it out. Also, let's get right to it now.
Yeah, let's get right to it.
I like to get right to things. So, question number 1. Is there going to be an album release party? Because I know you're having your second album come out soon.
Oh yeah. So actually, I'm in the works on that. So, I'm working on this new album called Go Outside. It's probably gonna drop in July or August. And basically, I was thinking about doing a release party with my good friend Dashboard Danny. He features on the lead single Andy Warhol and another song. It's probably gonna be in September. Me and him, our birthdays are just a day apart. So we were thinking of doing a birthday show, but then we had this brilliant idea. My album comes out relatively soon before that. I could just do a listening party for that. And I did a show in March, and I'm trying to do another show soon. So yeah, that's definitely a possibility in the future. I'm not saying it's 100% confirmed yet, but it's definitely a possibility in the future, I must say.
Ooh, can't wait for that. That's good.
Yeah.
Also, this is kind of also going to the first question, but how far have you gotten with your album that you're making though? It's kind of a continuation to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, how much progress I have on it so far, or
Yeah, how much progress you have, all your features ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so it's oh, I'm gonna spill a lot of information about the album in this interview. Holy shit. So it's 8 songs. It's just very short, kind of it's 30 minutes long. It's very short. It's just 8 songs. I wanted it to be an easy make, because I wanted to spend time on it. But with my last album, I spent time on it, but there was just too many songs to try to make good. So I wanted to put quality over quantity. I put quantity over quality last album. So since it's only 8 songs, it's been relatively quick. I have all the songs with the features. I have all the features done. I have War Will Kill feature, Dashboard, this dude named Noah Dressin, who's in the underground community. He's really cool. This kid Gone, he's a fellow rapper from Tallahassee like me. I met him at my show, so he's on that. I got this dude from Pennsylvania, Big Man Dan. So yeah, since I have all the features done, now it's just on to recording my parts. And according to a percentage calculator, the album is 62.5% done.
Not bad.
So, yeah.
That's pretty good.
Because I have all the beats done. I have all the beats done and all the lyrics done. I just have to record them and mix them.
Yeah. Sounds like you have everything almost ready. Seems
Yeah.
your vision is almost there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's very minor things I have to do now.
You got me excited. But question number 3. This one is kind of about an album, but it's not, recent. Will you ever make a mixtape or a compilation?
That's a good question. So I've always wanted to make a compilation. I was thinking of making a compilation of this second album I'm working on, and then the album after that. like combining the two together because they will kind of like tell like a bit of a story.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to make like a greatest hits. Of course, you can't do that unless you're like Iron Maiden or something, because that's like an iconic band. But I always thought like the idea would be cool. Not that I really have any greatest hits, because the only songs I have out right now, other than Andy Warhol, are like pretty shit, honestly. But like, it'd be cool to re-release my mixtape, the Mobgoblin tape that I dropped in September 2021. That'd be cool, but it's not really the best. I made the whole thing when I was like 10, so like, makes sense.
Yeah, but that's pretty good. If you do, I could see that now. Like, put in some of the songs from your first album, your second album, and maybe a few singles in it. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But this one is a good one I have for you.
Okay.
Question number 4. How did you get your name, Mobgoblin?
That's a good question.
I remember the last interview before Underground Music4u, Rare Rap Daily. I asked you the same
Shout out.
Shout out Rare Rap Daily. I asked you the same thing, but this time I heard that you may have like new meanings for it. What would you say your new meaning behind Mobgoblin is?
So it's like that really is like a hard question, cause like I really don't know like exactly like everything. I feel like I wanted this is practically the same thing I said last time, but it's like, it's because it's like that truthful like example. I wanted to name myself like Ren the Demon, like my name and then the demon, because I was very inspired by Tyler the Creator. But as like a 9-year-old and a 10-year-old, I was writing songs like I want you so badly, I'm gonna kill you when I eat you up. Yeah. So I looked at myself like, oh, I'm like a demon, kinda. Then I thought it'd be cool to rename it to Ren the Goblin, because Goblin was my favorite Tyler album at the time. So I thought, yeah. And on the debut album as Ren the Goblin, I don't look it to myself like as like a debut like album. I don't look at it as my debut album. I just look at it as like a project. I had this song called Mob. It was the first song, and it was a shitty sample of like some like a live show, and then these people just started chanting mob, 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 and all that shit. And then one day my friend was like, yo, Mob is my favorite song by Goblin, like Mobgoblin. And then you know, one thing led to another. One thing led to another.
That was pretty good. I didn't know that. I don't think you've ever told me. But that's such a unique way to get your name from.
Yeah.
But okay, so question number 5.
Yeah.
Would you ever make a collab album? Like, for example, there's a few other artists that like it's just a 2 artists
like
project.
Scary the Hose kinda, and like that shit by like JPEG Mafia and Danny Brown and shit like that.
Lilu and Wikipedia. You know, they made a
like Blade and Echo 2K. So I have actually always like thought about that. Me and Noah Dresden, we were working on one at a time, but life just kind of like caught up to us, and like we lost some motivation. War Will Kill is definitely someone I would like to make a collab album with, and if we ever have the time, Dashboard Danny, you know, on Nighttime Cypher and Andy Warhol, we worked like really well. I'd be down to make like a collab album or like a collab EP or something.
Yeah, that would be crazy. Ones
that are definitely not really that possible, and are like very hypothetical. I want to make a collab album. Do you know who Bickle is? Bickle Boy Big International.
He sounds familiar. I think I might know him. Is his Instagram like a blue picture?
I think, yeah. I'd like to make a collab album with him. We don't know each other. I just like his music a lot. Same with Perry Mason. I'd love to make a collab album with him, like Warping Time with Young Wabo. That was really a good collab album. And then Tyler, the Creator, obviously.
Yeah, obviously Tyler.
So self-explanatory.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I kind of expected that.
Yeah. I put that as like an ironic like answer because since when I heard Tyler, like that was when I was like, oh, I should start rapping, like, you know, I'm always like, oh, I should make an album with Tyler.
Yeah. We love Tyler.
Yeah.
Question number, I said we're on 6, right?
I think so, yeah.
Alright, question number 6. Do you have any upcoming shows? Because I know you've done your first show, and you told me that went pretty well.
That is definitely one of the greatest questions I've probably been asked, because I love talking about that. So, there's this record shop that my friend owns in Tallahassee, where my city, called Real Cool Time Records, and they do like a bunch of like shows, and my friend, the owner, came up to me after my first show because he was there. He's like, "Oh, that was sick. I'm doing like a rap show in like July, and I'd love it if you could come and like do like a set there." So, I think I'm on for that. And then also I have a potential show on July 8th, I think, in Mariana. I don't think I'm gonna be in town that day, but if I just so happen to be, yeah.
Ooh, I can't wait for that. Then, okay, so this will be the next question. Are you gonna have anybody record the next show? Because I don't remember if you had anybody record your first show.
Oh, I had my mom record my first show. I have her record like all like my shows and shit, so that like I'll send it to you. And I'll put the link in the description. But with my shows, like, until I get like big and I have other people filming me and like putting it on, I have my mom film all of it, because she's real like supportive of that. She like bought like most of like the shit to help me like start recording, and then and she just like likes to film shit, she records all my shows, and I like the idea of like, sorry if I'm like rambling on, I just like keep on coming up with like ideas. I like the idea of having all my shows filmed, because if one day I like have like kids or something, I want them to be able to look at that and be like, oh my god, you were doing that when you were my age, holy shit, and all that. So like,
yeah,
for like,
I understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
But the next question, that was 7, so question number 8 would be, do you have any like feedback for any other artists preparing for their first show?
Be yourself all the way, cause I used to have to like, because I'm so young, like when I was like doing a bunch of like virtual shit, I had to like put on like a like kind of like a mask. I don't want to sound like fucking like Dream or something, but I had to put on a mask so I didn't appear as like myself, and I appeared as like some like older dude, because like no one wants to like listen to like a 12-year-old making shit in their bedroom. But then I found out like the people in my town were really cool with that, and like they like didn't really care and thought it was cool. So if you're gonna do like your first show, be yourself 100%. If you're young like me, put your age on your sleeve. People will think that's cool. And if you're experienced and you're just doing your first show, be yourself and just like do the songs that you think the crowd will like, and like talk with the crowd. Don't just stand there and do like just like chill. Just be like, how y'all doing tonight? You like that last song and all that. Like a lot of people liked when I was talking to the crowd. So yeah.
Yeah. That's good. That's very good advice. Alright, so question number 9.
Yeah.
This is kind of what you answered to me already before, but if you could make a song with anybody, like anybody in the world, dead, alive, anybody, who would you want to make a song with?
Oh, that. Fuck. You got me fucking. You got me pinned down here. I have a list. Can I say like a list and shit? Cause I just have like a list of people I would like to work with like that, and I like check it off.
You can say the top 4.
Alright, top four. Portraits of Tracy, 100%, super underrated, fucking insane mastermind. Bickle, obviously. I love I love like his music and shit. It like this is the first like dead person. xxxtentacion all the way. I used to listen to his shit when I was like still like when he was still like alive, like on like the bus and shit. Like I always wanted to like I always loved his music, and it was pretty sad when he died. And then I'm kind of tied between either JPEG Mafia or this dude named Jimmy. Jimmy's this like underground, like he's a very like underground like artist. Like not many people know of him. He has dropped his album called Do What Makes You Happy, and it's just absolutely insane. Like I'd love to work with him. So yeah.
Yeah, those are some pretty good artists. RIP to some of those that, well, to X.
Yeah.
That, you know what I mean?
Tyler will be cool too, cause like I don't like love his music. He definitely has some good songs, but it's not like he isn't like my all-time favorite artist. But he's a young rapper from my town too, so I just want to like work with him, cause like, you know.
Yeah, shout out to all those artists as well. Hopefully they can get up there as well. But question number 10. What would you rate underground music for you?
What do you mean by that?
Like, out of 1 through 10. Or 1 through 100. We can do that.
Ooh.
Because you're our first person that we're interviewing. Well,
As the co-owner, I'm kind of biased to that, but I'd say like in 80 for sure, like in 80, like an 8 out of 10, like cause it like very good questions.
Yep. All right. So the last question would be, who would you like to thank?
Okay, so I have a few. I was kind of preparing for this question because I guessed you would probably say that, because people always ask me that. So to start, I would like to thank the 2 executive producers on the album, Big Man Dan and Myra B. Shout out to y'all. Big Man Dan, you're really cool. You're a really cool dude. What sucked is that I was in Pennsylvania hanging out with my cousins, and then the day I left, he's a friend of my cousin's. The day I left, he's like, yo, your cuz told me that you make music, and told me to hit you up. And I was like, damn, if only I would have known you while I was in Pennsylvania. And then Amira, we know each other from school, like my best friends for real, like, you know, shout out.
Yeah.
I'd want to thank my mom for like being there for me and just like helping me like make like the album and shit, and just like being like supportive. And then I want to thank my dad for being supportive of my music. I gotta thank both parents, you know. And then like music wise, I'd want to thank TD Dillon for getting me out of my shell of making shitty music and kind of telling me like, hey, grow the fuck up. I want to thank Dashboard Danny for sure. Very good like influence on my music and definitely helped me with getting over my first like show and shit, cause he hosted the show, so like he helped me out with that.
Butterflies.
Yeah, I'd wanna thank
You're gonna thank a lot of people, bro.
I know.
Really on that one.
I'd
like
wanna
that.
thank War Will Kill just for being like an awesome dude, featuring on my album. I'd wanna thank you for interviewing me. And
Of course,
then,
man. Excited.
And then finally, I would probably want to thank this my good friend Cheese Pizza on Discord. You know, he got me my first computer, and that's how I'm like able to like record and shit. So yeah,
That's pretty good. Glad he helped you out with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like to end it off here. Thank you very much for your time, Mobgoblin. This is our first interview on Underground Music for You.
Guys,
Thank you guys for staying at the end.
Hit us up on Instagram at undergroundmusic4u if you want to do like an interview or something yeah.
And also any other underground artists that also kind of need interviews. Basically, like you said, just hit us up or any features, for example. I also do features as well for my stuff.
Same.
But yeah, we'll see you guys in the next interview.
All right.
It was $1,000 bet. All right, yeah, it's threats, so never forget. I'ma keep it up, $1.50. Talking right into the mic, 1 minute for a spiffy. Her teeth look like she brushed with Jiffy, but I'm not with that shit. Bust her in Mississippi.